Hey Leo, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this month's reading. This is going to be our monthly reading for September 2022. Let's see what's going on with Leo. The heart of your reading, we have the Page of Wands. So fire energy, this is your energy. It's curiosity, it's inspiration, it's wanting to move toward a wish of yours. With the Nine of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, that tells me that you're intrigued about something new, and it has you very inspired to take action. What's the challenge here? What's the challenge for Leo? Three of Swords in reverse. You still have some healing to do, or you are hesitating moving forward with something because it has the potential to break your heart. And or you don't want to break someone else's heart. That's also a possibility. Okay, your focus, we have the Chariot in reverse. You feel like things are moving quickly, and you don't want to throw the Chariot energy away because it's still showing up. But it's almost like you want to move to a lower gear so that you can still harness the power of momentum that's available to you without rushing. It's like a runaway train that's very exciting, but you're like, it's also dangerous. This could lead to pain, and I would like to avoid pain. How about we slow this down a little bit? If in some regard you're conflicted about this, because we have at the bottom of the deck the Nine of Swords, which is doubt, insecurity. It could be the reason you're slowing things down is because you're worried about something specific. Or you know if things move at a pace that it feels like things want to move, you might get to something you're worried about happening faster. So whether that means someone getting to know your dark side, or something that you think you could be rejected for faster, maybe you want to pace things so that they don't know that about you until you're more comfortable with things, or until whatever the situation is has developed more. Or you could just expect things to end, and you're wanting to slow things down so that you can stretch it out and enjoy it longer, so that it doesn't end as soon as you expect it to. In the recent past, we have the Seven of Swords, which is a revelation. A revelation of intention. So either someone has revealed an intention to you, or you have revealed something about yourself to someone else. This is all having to do with this new interest of yours. Whatever it is that you're newly passionate about, curious about, and wanting to pursue. And yet you're concerned about the potential heartbreak or pain that could result from this. Whatever this revelation is, it's likely having to do with some insecurities, with the Queen of Wands in reverse here. Show me the energy of the environment. How is Spirit using Leo's environment to support them and nudge them in the right direction? Another page, this time the page of Swords, which is the Inquisitor. This is curiosity of the mind. So it's asking questions, it's communication. It could be that lines of communication are shifting or opening up to allow or facilitate this situation to move forward more smoothly. It could also be a broader concept of you using your skill of communication in a new way. So opening up opportunities in your environment to shine, to have the spotlight on you, and to use your voice. Show me the near future. What comes next? King of Cups and the Emperor reversed. Okay. One of the... Oh, let me back up and explain. The Emperor embodies all four kings in one persona. And in this sort of a context, I would read this as the reason for the reversal of the Emperor is you feel like you're firing on all cylinders except for matters of the heart, except for knowing how you feel and being confident to build on that foundation. Because the King of Cups has a kingdom of emotion, metaphorically, of course. But this is a way that tarot is used, is to express how do you feel about yourself and your life moving forward. This tells me that you're already on track to feel certain enough about how you feel about something, emotionally speaking, to put a foundation down in some way. Like, it's a stark contrast between page energy that we've been seeing with the swords and the wands to king energy, which is much more experienced, self-assured, confident. Did I say secure? And a high degree of emotional maturity. It's being aware of how you feel and comfortable with how you feel, unashamed of how you feel. And like, that creates a steady enough ground beneath your feet that you can build on it and not be afraid that it's all going to end in pain. Oh, and interestingly, as I've been shuffling, we have the Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck in nice like yin-yang formation with your King of Cups energy. So if this is someone coming into your life, you may currently see them as either immature or not taking the situation very seriously at the moment. If that's the case, I think they're going to reveal some emotions to you that is going to have you seeing them through a much different lens. Like impressing you. And it's entirely possible that this is going to be your energy. Like claiming something that you want to be yours as part of your kingdom that is derived from a place of being certain about how you feel about it. Excuse me. Show me surprise energy. What is going to impact this situation that Leo doesn't see coming? Okay, and here she is, the Queen of Cups in reverse. So again, I just want to highlight how, like, this shows up as a pair. This means when one person in the situation feels confident and secure about their emotions, the other person is going to fall in lockstep with that. And it might seem counterintuitive that this character is in the upright, this character is in the reverse, and I'm sensing it as how it should be. And that's because, at least lately for me as a reader, when I see a pair like this, I love to see it in like yin-yang formation. So it's like, you know, the yin and the yang? It's like the circle with two dots, and like the one side is kind of like, they move in formation with each other. So that's kind of how I see this. And if you're not sure what a yin-yang is, hopefully if you Google that, it'll kind of shed some light on what it is I'm trying to convey here. But it does feel very like the king, or the masculine energy, is going to be leading the way with their emotions, and the Queen of Cups is going to be like, yeah, yes to all of this. I also want to say the King of Cups may be concerned, part of the concern of, if this is, well, in whatever context this is, if it's romantic, love, or otherwise, there's some sort of a connection which seems obvious between two people. Whomever the King of Cups is may be concerned that the Queen of Cups is going to be reliant on the king for their emotional well-being. And the reason I say that is because when the Queen of Cups is in reverse, she is solely focused on filling her own cup. So it could be that part of the concern here of slowing things down, they're moving too fast, I'm concerned that I want to avoid my heart being broken or ending up breaking your heart. So let's open up the lines of communication and talk about this. Well, Queen of Cups may end up conveying something to the effect of, oh, well, I don't know how they would end up saying it, right? But the message would be, I'm fine. Like, I am emotionally secure. Does that make sense? Like, taking the pressure off of the king to carry the queen's cup. The king might be accustomed in relationships to, for the female to expect a lot from them. This queen is someone who's like, no, I carry my own cup, thank you. I've got this. I take ownership over my own emotional well-being. So that could be part of it for you guys. Show me hopes and fears. Eight of Wands. This is also similar in respect to the Chariot energy of speed, momentum, the pacing. So showing up in the hopes and fears column, it's both wanting to go fast, like, ooh, this is exciting, let's see where this roller coaster goes, but it's also trepidation of, is the roller coaster finished? Am I going to fly off? Is it like, where does it end? Also, adding another flavor to this message, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So that's the fear side of things, which is like, I don't want it to end up the way it always has for me. I don't want to end up at the point, at the end, the most likely conclusion based on my lived experience. Okay. Watch out for making fear-based decisions, because that's always less optimal than making a decision based on love or confidence or certainty. But I'm not too worried about that, because you're showing up as the King of Cups, or they are. And if you're the king, if they're the king, you're the queen. I mean, you're definitely one of the two royals when it comes to matters of the heart. So in terms of how capable you are to be emotionally present and true to yourself in this situation, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Like, this is looking very good. The end result, can I just say, is the Six of Cups. This is like the way that first love feels, in the respect that it's unspoiled through any sort, like it's what you believe love is before you have your heart broken. And it's like that unspoiled sort of optimism and belief in reciprocal love. That I have this joy and positivity that I want to put into things, and I'm going to receive the same back in kind, and it's going to flow and regenerate in this sort of reciprocal love way. It's a really beautiful sort of energy to resolve at. And those of you out there who know tarot will know that the Six of Cups can be interpreted as, well, I'm wearing rose-tinted glasses. And I would say that in this position, this is not about being naive. This is about realizing that things can be as good as they seem. It could be a little bit of a caution against pessimism, because you could block something amazing by not believing that it's possible. Like, this is too good to be true. I'm only going to get hurt. I want to avoid being hurt. So I'm going to put the brakes on. That would be my only caution to this point. But you're already headed toward, like, true love, like storybook kind of love. So I don't know if you need too much cautioning here. I think you're on the right track. At the bottom of the deck, when the Six of Cups comes out, is another heartening message of the Five of Swords in reverse, which means a resolving of a disagreement, or if this is happening internally, it could be resolving of confusion or conflicting ideas or mindsets you are holding in your own mind. It's coming from a period of confusion or mental strife, out of that and into a more greater degree of certainty. Let's get you some advice. How can Leo work with these energies for their highest and best good? King of Swords in reverse. Oh, and interesting. Okay, so we have another pair, because the Queen of... Sorry, Empress. I know you're not a queen. The Empress is in reverse here at the bottom of the deck. So that gives a match to this Emperor here that's in the near future. It's like we've got the King and Queen of Cups, the Emperor and the Empress. Both may be feeling like they're still works in progress. They're still working on themselves. There could be issues of feelings of inadequacy on both sides here. But this also tells me you bring the best out of one another. Like, you see the potential in one another and you're like, ooh, I want the qualities that you have. And the other, like, it's, you see the best in one another and you bring the best out of one another. I really like that aspect of this. Okay, so getting back to your advice. King of Swords in reverse says, you might be getting bad advice, so watch out for that. It could also be advocating you to not put the deciding power into the friend's hands. Like, let me say this better. I'm being so eloquent right now. When the King of Swords is in the upright, he takes a long time to make a decision because he wants to make the wisest decision possible. So he rounds up all the experts, he studies it, he solicits their opinions, he studies them, he debates with them, he has them debate with one another, and then the greatest idea will win out and he'll make his decision for his kingdom accordingly. As advice in the reverse, I feel like a big part of this admonition is to make the decision yourself, bring it in-house, or to carefully weigh, like don't put too much weight or importance on the opinion of your friends, your coworkers, your family in regards to this situation. This is only going to be the case for those of you who are already soliciting opinions from others. Like, okay, mom and dad, what do you think I should do? Or, okay, brother, sister, here's what's going on with me. What's your advice? If you externalize control over the right thing or the wrong thing to do too much, that could influence and flavor your decision in a way that will not be optimal. And I just want to kind of circle back to, I want to underpin for you the reason why I have this position in my spread isn't to say this is what you have to do. It's for those of you who hear this message and it's really resonating. You're like, that sounds exactly like what's going on in my life. But I kind of want to be a more active participant in this. I want to ensure the outcome is the best that it can possibly be. So this is just like extra credit advice. So if you want to ask for opinions and you feel like that's the best thing for you to do and you really need to consider advice from other people who you think know better than you, do it. I think what Spirit is saying here is that you are the one holding the sword of truth. You are the one who makes the cuts that are the like, I'm making decisive action here. I am lowering my sword, and wherever it cuts, that is the line that is going to exist in my life. So remember that this is your life and not theirs, and you are the one who is going to have to live with the outcome. All right? So I'm going to leave it there, Leo. I wish you the best for this coming month, and I'll see you back next month. Bye.